Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video here to finally give you guys my thoughts on the newly released 2019 superhero film, of course directed by M. Night Shyamalan to complete the Eastrail 177 trilogy, that being Glass. Now, Glass, man, this was one of my most anticipated movies going into this year, 2019. I was excited for it going in, Um but I actually saw this movie yesterday. It's January 23rd, 2019 right now, of course. But I actually saw it yesterday, January 22nd. But I didn't have access to any type of computer yesterday, so here I am finally giving it to you guys. That's what she said. But Glass, like I said, this was one of my most anticipated movies going in. The movie Unbreakable finally got a sequel. Um, sort of. It's a crossover film. I was excited when this movie was announced back in 2017. I mean, it's funny because at that point I had not seen either Split or Unbreakable. So for me to, but some because I knew like that Unbreakable was like a cult classic, and Split looked awesome. Even though I hadn't seen it at the time, and I didn't watch Split before this movie was announced, so I already knew that it was in the same universe and stuff. And I did kind of get spoiled the ending that Bruce Willis appeared at the end of Split. But and going into Glass, man, I've watched Unbreakable for the first time that year because they announced this movie, and I watched Split. I think the same day actually online somewhere. I wish I had done a movie thoughts video on that. I should have, but that was back in 2017. I think I remember the exact date. I think it was April 2017, like April 30th, 2017, or something like that. Um, But here we are, 2 years later. We finally get the Unbreakable Glass. I mean, the Unbreakable Split crossover film. That being Glass, of course. You have Bruce Willis returning as David Dunn from Unbreakable and Split. You have James McAvoy returning as Kevin Wendell Crumb slash the Horde. And you, of course, have the magnificent Samuel Jackson returning as Mr. Glass, the title character, actually. Going in, I was like, you know what? Just show me what you got, M. Night Shyamalan. Because I will admit, hearing because this film got a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes. It has like 30 something percent on Rotten Tomatoes. So seeing that, I was nervous going into this movie. Okay, and I was a bit worried, but you know what? I was also at the same time thinking to myself that M. Night Shyamalan made this movie and released it with the belief that he had made a masterpiece. Because this film was his dream, okay? This was the story he wanted to tell, regardless of what the critics thought. I do respect critics, by the way, but I couldn't disagree with them more here, guys, because Glass was absolutely phenomenal, guys. This might be my favorite of the Eastrail 177 trilogy, honestly. In fact, the Eastrail 177 trilogy might now possibly be my second favorite superhero trilogy, behind, of course, the Dark Knight trilogy. Because, man, this trilogy, man, I don't have either Unbreakable on Split or Split on Blu-ray. Uh, and I could get them both individually right now, but the thing is, I'm really hoping that they'll release like a trilogy box set with all three films because I feel like it'd be a lot more satisfactory getting those movies that way. You know what I mean? And that's how I want to get it. I hope they release a box set of all three films, and I want to buy that, man. I want to buy the box set so I have all three of them in one, and it would feel more satisfactory, and you wouldn't get confused whether it's a trilogy or not, because it is. It's a trilogy ending with Glass, and I loved Unbreakable so much. Unbreakable, in my opinion, 10 out of 10 masterpiece. One of my favorite films of all time, and uh, until Glass came out, it was my favorite M Night Shyamalan film. Because Glass, man, it was it was a crossover film, but it felt like a natural crossover. It's not like I didn't feel that they forced these two movies together to form into one. I probably should have said this earlier, but no spoilers in this at all. I'm not going to spoil nothing, so you're safe here. And I did watch some reviews. I watched Chris Stuckman's review. I think I watched Jeremy John's review, and I watched Grace Randolph's review. And I love Grace, but I highly disagree with her here. She was like, the first 20 minutes are amazing. Then after that, it falls off a cliff. And I don't think it falls off a cliff at all. In fact, I thought this movie was structured perfectly, honestly. I really loved seeing the characters from these two films merge into one. And in my opinion, I don't think this trilogy could have ended any better. And I heard reviews that like Bruce Willis was really shoved to the side in this film, and I was so into this film, guys. Like as I was watching it, as I was watching what was going on, and just enjoying myself, I didn't really notice. I think he was in there when he needed to be. You know, this is this is Glass, guys. This is how it all ended, and this. I'll say this. Not sure if you consider this a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. Okay, it's not a spoiler. Okay, but this does have a definite ending. That's what I'll say. And Glass, man, it might be. I'm split. No pun intended, by the way, with between this or Unbreakable, which is my favorite of the trilogy. I think I'm gonna end up going with Glass though, cause wow, like I was so into this movie when I saw it in the cinemas. Honestly, I really loved every bit of it, and all three films I would give a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I'd give Unbreakable a 10. I give Split a 10. That's like one of my top five films of 2017, actually. Um, and I give Glass a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I was thinking about either a 9 or a 10, but I didn't think it could have ended any better way. Honestly, this trilogy, and I couldn't disagree with the critics more. But I respect the critics' opinions, of course. But I couldn't. I disagree with them. I do respect critics, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna agree with every little teeny thing they're saying. Um, but yeah, if you guys if you guys love Unbreakable and Split, go see this film, regardless of how you feel about. I recommend you see it, if regardless of how critics responded. Okay, because if you absolutely love Unbreakable and Split, I think you will love this film, like I did, because I'm still thinking about it, man. I'm and Captain Marvel is probably the next movie I'll see in cinemas. Um, but I doubt that's gonna touch Glass at all, man. As much as I'm excited for Captain Marvel, I mean it's a Marvel film for crying out loud. I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. Like, I mean, I love this film. Is what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, Glass, guys, go see it. And that's Facebook. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that, but definitely highly recommend you guys see. Um, guys, see. Go see this film if you love Unbreakable and Split. If you didn't like Unbreakable and Split, some reviews first, non-spoiler of course, and then make up your mind. Because my friend who wasn't a fan of Unbreakable and Split actually really dug this film. In fact, it was his favorite of the trilogy as well. This was fantastic in my opinion, guys. I don't know. What was wrong with it? Like people thought, like once they got to the hospital, it got boring. I didn't think it got boring at all. In fact, I was so into it. I was just really entertained by it. Just I couldn't be happier with Glass, man. It was so worth the wait, in my opinion. And I don't think we could have gone a bit into the trilogy. Like I said, I don't want to sound repetitive or anything, but I don't think so. For real. And I can't wait to get this, hopefully, in a trilogy box set. I'm sure they will release a trilogy box set. I definitely want to get that trilogy box set. Because I feel like that's, in a way, I kind of feel like that's how I have to buy these films now on Blu-ray. I can't wait to. I almost, I'm tempted to get Unbreakable Split right now on Blu-ray. But you know, it is how it is. So that's my movie thoughts on Glass, ladies and gentlemen. Um, very soon, I might and hopefully will be able to do the second and full trailer for Legacy. There's been some production problems with Legacy that I might have to push the release date, but who knows? Anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on Glass, guys, and as well as hopefully uploading the second and last Legacy trailer, guys. I will hopefully no, I will hopefully do my movie thoughts or short movie, whatever it ends up being, of Fuck You, It's Christmas Bitches, which is the Christmas sequel to Fuck You, It's Halloween Bitches, which was released a few months ago. So I'll definitely do my movie thoughts on that, whether it's a short film or not. I will definitely do my thoughts on that. And yeah, that's only a couple days from now. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching my movie thoughts video on Glass. Perfect ending to this trilogy, in my opinion, and I couldn't be happy with it. So I definitely recommend this film to most moviegoers out there, if not all of them. So thank you guys for watching, and peace out.